Welcome, this is Deepika from wealthandhealthmastery.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can create thumbnail using elements from different thumbnails. So let's say you like the text style of one thumbnail, you liked some image from another thumbnail, you liked some shapes from a third thumbnail. You can get all of these elements from different thumbnails and put it in your thumbnail. How to do that, we are going to see it in this video. So the first thing is, let's say I will go over to thumbnail. Okay, I'll type in thumbnail here because that's what I want to create, and we'll select YouTube thumbnail from the list here. And let's say we liked one of these thumbnails. So if you liked, let's say I like the text of this thumbnail. So I'm going to go ahead and customize this template here. And let's say I like the text of this, the way they have written the text. Let's assume that I didn't like anything else so far. So what I'll do is I'll create another blank page here. Okay, I'll create another blank page, and this is just a plain blank page, so just a white screen. And first thing what I'll do is I'll copy these text here. One way is you copy it one by one and then you paste it, which is not a good option. The other way is you hold your mouse, so you left click on the mouse and you keep your mouse hold, and then you select these elements. Okay, and whichever elements you want to select it, just select those and the lines will come around it. Okay, so you can see here the blue lines came around it, means you have selected those elements. One more time, I'm going to go ahead and just copy this. I've selected this whole box here. If you want to group them together, you can click on group here, and then you can move them as one. So Control C, and then I'll go over here and I'll do Control V. So this way this whole text has been copied from this thumbnail over to this new thumbnail over here. One more time, the way to do is I'll ungroup them. You hold your mouse, left click, and whichever elements you want to copy, you just go ahead and extend your cursor to there, and that's it. So these elements have been copied now, this whole section. Let's say you wanted to add this box also. So what I'll do is I'll just left click on it. I'll just left click on it and select this element also. So everything will be included. All this, including this A droid, will also be part of this, and then you can group them together, or you can just copy paste it. You can do any of that. Okay, so that is one way. Similarly, if you like this style, you can copy this, Control C, and you can paste it over here. Let's say we liked it, we'll move it over to this side. Now that is all I liked in this image, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this image. Okay, we'll just get rid of it. Now we have this thumbnail. Now let's say you liked another thumbnail here from this. You liked somebody's background. Okay, and let's assume you like this background. So we'll go ahead and select this, and we'll just go ahead and copy this background, and we'll go over here and we'll do a Control V. That way the background has been copied. Now let's say these elements that you see here, these green and dark green, those are not copied. Only this color has been copied. So all you have to do is we'll select this, we'll do Control C, and we'll come here and do Control V. So this has been copied over. Similarly, this has not been copied, so we'll do Control C and Control V. Sorry, this guy got copied. We don't want this guy, we wanted this green color. So we'll go ahead and select that, Control C, and then do Control V. So now these design has been copied also. So that is what I liked so far about this image, nothing else. And we will get rid of this also. Now from a different image, let's say I liked something else. Let's say from this image, I like this subscribe button. Okay, this is the image. I like the subscribe button. So what I'll do is I'll select this. And how do I select it? Just left click on the mouse, hold your mouse down, and then just select this element, and we'll do subscribe. We'll just select this one. If you want to select the website name also, you can select that also by dragging it. I don't want to select it, so I'll just leave it here. I'll do Control C, group them together, and do a Control V over here. That way, wherever this is, it will get copied over, and you can change the color. So this has been copied from the below portion. Now the other thing is, now another point is, this green thing is on the top. So I can do is layer it, and the layer is I'll send it to back. This way that went back behind this, and so the text is much more clear. Now if you want to change anything on the text, you know how to do it. If you wanted to add any effects to the text, we can do that. there is an effects button here, and let's say you wanted to add any background on it. You can do that by adding some background like this. Let's say you wanted background on everything, you can select that and you can add background also. If you want to change this background color, you can change it from here, and you can change it to, let's say, this color if you want it, and whichever you want, you can select these effects. Okay, so one more time here, whichever text you want to change, you select it, you go to the effects section. You can do shadow in here. If you want to do shadow, you can do lift, and you can play around with all of these different styles. Or if you just like the background, then you can add the background also. So this is how the effects work. Now another thing I'll do is I'll copy and upload my image here. So let's say one more thing, I'll get the image, and this is the image I have. Actually not this image, I will get this image, and you can see here this image. In this image, the arrow that I'm pointing towards is on the right hand side. I can flip this image, and the way to do is selecting the image and just going over to this flip button, and it will flip the image. And how do you want to flip it, horizontally or vertically? We'll do it horizontally, so we'll go ahead and just select it and then edit the image here, and then we'll do a BG remover, background remover here. So we'll select this image and we'll do BG remover. So my thumbnail is ready. You can play around with it. If you don't like this style, you can remove the style here by going over to the effects, and we'll do none here. Similarly, if I didn't like the effect of this one, we go ahead and go to the effects and do none. So this is there. So this is my image is ready, and my thumbnail is ready to go. It looks very good. If you want to increase some spacing between them, you can do that by selecting all this. Let's say we select this and we go over to the spacing, and if you want to increase the line spacing, you can do that a little bit here. You can see it moved a little bit. So this, the best mobile games. If I want to change it, thumbnail in Canva. And I want to move this subscribe button below it literally, so I'll move it over here. You can move it together also by grouping it together, but I just did it separately. Similarly, I want to move this, not this one. You have to select that element and drag it. You can select it and then drag it. So it says thumbnail in Canva. Looks very clean to me. We copied different elements from different thumbnails, and we came up with this thumbnail. We copied the background of another thumbnail. We copied the text style from a different thumbnail. We flipped our image. We learned how to select elements. So we learned a lot of things in this example. I hope you're enjoying this tutorial. I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you very much.